Well, hello to the beautiful Melanin Collective. It is Insightful Angel here. Welcome in. Thank you very much for being here. If you are new, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy the reading and it resonates and you'll continue to tune in. And if you are someone who has been tuning in for a while, I want to really thank you for all your support to the channel. Whilst you're here, if you wouldn't mind liking or sharing and subscribing as you wish, it'd be great. Today is I don't know what date it is, but I know it's Easter Sunday. And I lost a day because for some reason I thought today was Saturday. But anyway, whatever day or date it is, thank you so much for being here. Welcome everybody. And should we see what the cards have for us today? Just before I start, I have pre-shuffled most of the decks I'm going to use, so I won't be shuffling for too long. But as I was shuffling, we had the Devil come out twice from different positions. I shuffled, and twice the Devil fell out. So I'm going to leave that there and see where it fits with the reading. And then straight after that, Death. Okay, now death is not necessarily a negative. Death probably means, and probably Spirit is really giving us a powerful indication that something that you have been working on, that you no longer need, that maybe you thought for years, you thought, am I ever going to get rid of this situation or this feeling? It is on its way out. It is dying. Okay, we had that last week. Stand still, didn't we? Yeah, and that's just come out again. And we also have Love. And we also have Purity. Okay. So Spirit seems to have a lot to tell us today. So probably going to be a lot of cards on this table. So thank you very much, Spirit. Let's see what our African landscape has to tell us. Thank you very much for being here. Guides. Okay, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, thank you so much for your love, guidance, support, for the whispers that send us on the right path on my airing, and for those wonderful feelings of joy and the confirmations that you love us and that you're here guiding us. We're truly grateful. Thank you very much. All right, guys, so let's see what our African landscape has to tell us today. Sorry, hands are getting a little better, but it still hurts when I stretch this thumb too much. So bear with me because some of these cards are quite large. Okay, oops. All right, thank you, Spirit. What would you have us here today? What would you want to tell Melanated Collective today? Thank you very much. Anything from the African landscape? Okay. There we go. We have Angelfish, and that says, tune into your surroundings. There are people around you that can help you and could also use your help. And I think we had that one a couple of weeks ago. So still Spirit telling us to look to those around us, because perhaps when we feel we're alone, or I'm on my own, or there's no one here to help me, but perhaps it's not the case. And maybe it's just a case of speaking up and asking for that help. Some of us in this collective, particularly the melanated feminines, we don't necessarily know how to ask. We're not brought up, or we haven't been brought up to recognise that we are worthy of being supported and helped, and that's not necessarily the example we had, nor the training that we were given. And so invariably we feel very much that we have to just grit our teeth and get on with it, you know, the strong black woman trope. And I'm not saying that that's not true, because for many of our experiences that is very true. However, we mustn't forget that we are worthy of being supported and we can ask for help. And Spirit's reminding us of that today, that we can ask for help and that there is help around you if you just perhaps look around. There we go. It's a nice little jumpy one. Thank you, Spirit. Nice one. Believe in the impossible. A blue moon. Okay, and as far as I'm aware, I think there's quite a lot of moon activity in April. I think there's a peach moon or a pink moon, full moon coming up soon in April. So that full moon there, perhaps indicating that around the time of the full moon, until now and then, maybe there are miracles coming. You can believe in miracles. Don't detract or believe or give up at this stage. All right. So let's have a look what the book says about stillness. All right. The sacred landscape, well, standstill, sorry. The sacred landscape wants you to know if it feels that some areas of your life have slowed down or even come to a standstill, you are right. Something is not progressing. Even if it seems that things are flowing, look beneath the surface. Perhaps something is immovable. The first step to becoming unstuck is to acknowledge where you are. The soul loves truth. In life, you can either say there are no weeds, or you can notice the weeds and begin pulling them out. Notice what isn't working in your life and then take slow, steady steps to unblock the barriers. In nature, when one is being sucked into mud, the worst thing to do is struggle. The best thing to do is slowly and carefully, one step at a time, extricate yourself. Okay, so those of us who were here a couple of weeks ago, whatever it was that Spirit was reminding of us is not quite working. Just a reminder to have a look at it. Don't deny it, but to acknowledge where things are not quite working and also make the effort to try and change those things, pull up those weeds. And what it was saying there was reminding me of an analogy that I learnt when I was a young child. One of my teachers, Mr. Henry, I think it was, we just find Blue Moon, asked if we'd ever tried to push a pram on the sand. And he said, if you try push a pram on the sand, it won't move. You basically just churn up a lot of sand and you find you're not moving. However, if you just turn around and drag it and pull it across the sand, it will move. And that's what came to mind for me. It very much reminded me that whatever, if you're feeling at a standstill, there's perhaps another way of looking at whatever it is, and that you'll be able to then pull up those weeds, so to speak. We next have the Blue Moon, and it said, believe in the impossible. Okay. As the saying goes, some things happen only once in a blue moon. In other words, hardly ever. Drawing this card suggests you're about to get a rare chance, and that something one-off could well be about to happen. This card is a very positive sign if you felt like you're hoping for too much or asking too much of the universe. Whatever you are asking about, well, it might only happen once in a blue moon, but it can happen. However, with this rare opportunity before you, it is important that you believe in it. If you convince yourself that whatever you're asking about can never go in your favour, then guess what? It won't go in your favour. Be grateful for this card, which is a reminder to believe in your dreams. What a beautiful message to receive from Spirit. Believe in your dreams. Don't give up now. And when I've done my personal readings this week, everything that has been coming to me and the synchronicities have been saying the very same thing. Don't give up now. You're almost at the finish line. I saw the numbers. It was 11:10 on the clock, which is 1110, and then it switched to, and then I noticed again 11:11, and I looked at both numbers, and both of them were saying you're getting your wish. Believe in it, and don't give up. All right, don't give up. You're at the. So we then have purity, which came out, didn't we? And we had love. All right, so I will take the book and read those too. So probably a slightly longer reading today, as we've got 3 cards from the Sacred Landscape falling out for us. So let's see what the love card wants to share with us. This is the Wild Rose. Okay, and it says, there we go. Is that better? There we go. Roses are a universal symbol of love. The rose was associated with Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. It was also thought to represent truth. In Roman times, a rose was hung in meeting places with the understanding that only truth could be spoken under the rose. In many native tribes, wild roses are a powerful symbol of life. Sorry, I'm a bit croaky today and I'm not quite sure why. The Sacred Landscape wants you to know that love is all around you. Love is coming into your life. You are already more cherished than you could possibly know. Indeed, you are a sacred vessel for love to flow through you when you stand in the centre of it all. All is well. No matter what is happening around you, you know that you are loved and you are lovable. You know that there is nothing that you need to do to deserve love. You are enough, just as you are. The Creator is love, and in the depth of your soul you are love. In matters of the heart and romance, all is healing or is already healed. In terms of self-love, your confidence and self-esteem are growing as you take time to cherish and care for yourself. And what I'm picking up too also is very much that it's that self-love that you've displayed, which is bringing in this once in a blue moon opportunity. It's because you've done the work and you've been loving yourself and allowed yourself to grow in confidence that is bringing that in. And love is all around you. So a lovely, lovely message there. A really nice message from Spirit this week. So let's see what Purity has to say to us. Okay, so that was the Purity card. Look at that beautiful white, I think it's a fox or a wolf, wild wolf. All right. Really, really lovely card there. So let me just find Purity. And I'll come back to you. Sorry. Purity. Okay. So, there we go. So, purity. No matter what has happened in the past, everything can be fresh and new again. The purity of your soul is shining through everything that you encounter. You are entering into a period of grace. Simply open your heart and know that the best is yet to be. The past does not need to equal the future. Your future can be and will be shimmering, sparkling and bright. Old limiting patterns are dropping away. Reoccurring challenges are releasing. This is a time of redemption, forgiveness and holy healing. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful message. So last week's message was very much go internally, that the answer is by going within. And this week's Spirit's obviously reminding it, those of us that did that obviously did the right thing, because love is all around us. And purity is within you. Okay, you're entering into everything's going to be bright, sparkling, lovely, lovely, lovely. That once in a blue moon event or opportunity is coming. You've not to give up now. If you need some more help, look towards around you. There is help on hand. May not be in your, but it'll be in your soul family, okay? And this to me is now making it clear why these two cards came out as I was shuffling, okay? Death, all right? When something has to die off in order for new to sprout, for new shoots to rise up. Sometimes you have to scorch the land, don't you? So this was reminding us that we've come to the end, the very end of what was probably a very challenging cycle. The manifestations you've been working on are very, very close at hand. That's why they came out before I actually drew any of the other cards. And the devil, all right, the devil is a clear indicator of, as this card said, those old habits, dying, disappearing, those, dropping the cards there. Those devilish behaviours, those devilish people that were around you, but were on that lower vibration, they're actually disappearing. This is feeling in bondage. This is that consumption, that kind of attachment to materialism, greed. Any of those habits, any of those kinds of people are falling away from you. And that's why these two came out at the start of the reading. So I'm going to put them at the beginning here as we pull some more tarot. All right. So thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much for today's reading. Thank you for your blessing, your guidance. Thank you for directing us as we navigate our way through this life, which can be a little, what shall we say, challenging, I think is the word. All right, so what else do you have to tell us? So we are at the end, okay? Death to all that negativity, death to the feeling like you're wading through treacle and porridge and not getting nowhere. Death to the toxicity, to the repeating patterns, the cycle of the same types of love relationships, the same things happening in your relationships with friends. It's at an end because you've worked on yourself. You've worked on yourself and you've allowed the purity of your spirit to come through. And that standstill period, without it was telling us about next week was about going internally, and for some of you, you've obviously done that. I've got 2 falling out here. We have, 3 falling out here, okay. So I saw that one first. So it's that one. So we have 4 of Pentacles, feelings of kind of dissatisfaction, stagnation, King of Cups, someone or something or you stepping into a real offer, real positive emotional offer. Ace of Swords, great, another fantastic offer there. Clarity, truth, communication. Okay, anything else, Spirit? Thank you. What else would you have us know today? Thank you, Spirit. What else would you like us to see? Thank you, Spirit. Okay, we have the 4 of Wands. Nice card. I like that 4 of Wands. Very pretty. Okay, anything else, Spirit? One final card. 1, 2. Final card. Anything else, Spirit? What else would you have us know? Thank you, Spirit. What else would you have us know today? What lovely message to be receiving at Easter. And I did wonder, because Easter, and today is Sunday, is all about renewal, isn't it? That's why we have the eggs. It's about new life and rebirth. If you're Christian, this is the day that Christ rose. We have the 8 of Cups, rose again, and anything else? Is there anything else, Spirit? Was there one more? And strangely enough, this one flipped over. The High Priestess. Okay, we also have, oh gosh, 3 of Pentacles and the Star. Whoa, Spirit's got a lot to tell us today. Sheesh. Okay, that's a lot of tarot. Okay, let's get on with it then. Again, this is why we got the Death card. Because in order for our sins to be wiped away, for a new start, Christ had to die on the cross. And that's very much what Spirit is telling us, that, yeah, hey, whatever it was you wanted to kill off, it's gone. It's gone, okay? And you do not have to worry anymore, all right? So after death, we had the 4 of Pentacles. This is about your stability. You've been conserving yourself. You've been kind of being a little bit careful, you know, biding your time, managing. But this 4 of Pentacles can mean being a little bit kind of miserly, in the sense of holding on too tightly. So you've had the death of all that negativity, those devilish type energies around you. You've elevated yourself. Your purity is shone through here. And you're now at a place, or you have been in a place, where you've been really working on building a new solid foundation and some stability. Okay, the King of Cups is indicating that you're now in a greater space of emotional balance, much more emotionally controlled. The King of Cups is the one that is very, very emotionally adept at navigating, can rage if necessary, but does it in proportion. It's never out of proportion. Very emotionally literate. And that, I'm reading that indicates that you've moved through this kind of toxicity and the negativity of whatever was going on in your past with people, yourself, your old habits. That's all gone. You've managed to clear a path of stability, and in so doing, you've managed to get into a place of controlling and being in control of your emotional body and your emotional energies. And you're in a great place to move forward now into this offer that is coming in the form of the Ace of Swords. There is increased clarity, a breakthrough of thought, a breakthrough in your mental body, and you get why those other things were happening, and you understand now how to move yourself forward. There's no regret here. There's just an understanding and a greater clarity as you move into your future. Which is great. I'm really, really, really loving the message today. We have the 4 of Wands, and this is often indicated by, you know, sometimes called one of the marriage cards, because it indicates harmony and home and balance. And can you see there are 4 pillars on either side? It just indicates just how balanced you are, that there is kind of peace and harmony coming. If it's not here already, it is coming to you. Yeah, that foundation that you've laid is basically bringing you, and that emotional balance and the mental clarity is bringing and has brought you to a place of just beauty, harmony, peace. And if you have a romantic partnership, or if one's coming into your life, it may well indicate that there is marriage on the cards, because there's complete balance, because you've got the mental clarity and the emotional control, and so your relationships are flourishing and may well be leading indeed to some form of commitment. Three of Pentacles is about teamwork and collaboration. It's about building and doing it with the collective. So perhaps those of you in a relationship, perhaps this is indicating that that teamwork, that balancing out of your energies is going to lead to some kind of formal arrangement, some kind of formal agreement, because your emotional body is much more stable now. And you are much more emotionally secure in who you are and where you're going. And you also have that clarity of thought. It's now bringing in your soul tribe, the loves that you want, the friends that you connect with, the work colleagues, the creative team that you can bounce from and actually create the Eight of Cups. Because the Eight of Cups is a lovely, lovely card to receive. It's about you've now walked away from disappointment. There's no more need to be despondent or feeling less than. There's no more need to feel that you cannot achieve. You have a much greater belief in yourself, and because of that you have walked away. You've chosen. You see those 8 cups there, but this person knows there's better. There is better coming because they're worth more, and they've stepped away and cleared the path. Death has come. Okay, they're choosing death, the death of the old, and to step into the new. Fantastic, because you now know your worth. You know the purity of your soul has shone through. You know that you're lovable and that you deserve love and that you deserve the best of everything. And because you've acknowledged that, you've consistently worked on that, you now have the strength and the courage, to walk away. And even though you might have, might be relatively satisfied, you might have 8 cups, but you know you deserve 10 cups. At least, all right? And Spirit is acknowledging that and saying you do have the power to manifest that, because you then manifested the High Priestess. High Priestess. And the High Priestess is a very, very, one of the major arcana, beautiful card to get, showing that you basically have everything that you need. It's about your intuition. If you follow your intuition, it's about mystery and it's about tapping into the subconscious. And because you've tapped into the subconscious, you've elevated, you've listened and gone inward. Let's get this first card out. Remember last week and this week, Spirit was telling us to go inward. And whatever's at a standstill, but remember there may be some 1 or 2 weeds, and if one or 2 weeds are still present, then you have the intuitive knowledge and the gift to be able to weed those out, pardon the pun, and move forward, all right? Remember, the angel fish reminded us that help is there for you, all right? It's around you, so look for that help and support, okay? And then in the end, the final card that fell out was the Star card. And I love this card because I'm an Aquarian and the Star card represents Aquarius. And it also indicates that it's one of the wish fulfillment cards, basically. It indicates that everything that you want, everything that you can is here. And it's a great card of healing, is the Star card. Okay? It's about renewal. It's about your spirituality. It's about being inspired. So these 2 cards which came out at the end, very much indicating that you are on the right path, that your intuitive, spiritual powers, that connectivity to spirit, to your divine self, the divinity within you, acknowledging that, walking away from anything less than that, and having the courage to do that, means that that great opportunity, that once in a blue moon opportunity, is on its way to you. Okay, I love this reading, and because of that, you're in a place of renewal. Yeah, you're in a place of renewal. You're in a place of enhanced intuitive powers and abilities, and you will make the most of that opportunity when it comes in. So I have been Insightful Angel. I have loved this reading today. Thank you very much. I'm just going to now ask the guardians who are with us and get some final messages. If you're still here, please, 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 I'd be really grateful if you could like the video, if you could share it, and if you decide to subscribe, then please press the notification bell, because as you know, all these things work on algorithms, and we need to show the algorithm that yes, this is something that is of worth and of value, and it helps grow the channel. So thank you very much for being here. I have really enjoyed today's reading. I think it's a wonderful message, and I'm really grateful. Thank you, Spirit, Guardian Angels, Higher Self, and Mother, Father, God, for being here. Thank you too, especially because I really feel the ancestors speaking to us today. Thank them for all the gifts that they give you, because everything that you have in your DNA has been gifted to you by one of your ancestors, and I'm incredibly grateful. Oh, wow, that was quick. All right, thank you very much, Spirit. So we have the Star Ancestor. Oh my goodness, and look at that. How blessed are we this week? The Star Ancestor and the Star. Your intuitive powers are on fire, guys. Okay, and then the second one that fell out was the Warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. And the Star Ancestor said, follow the voice of your soul. So Spirit very clearly telling us that it's your intuition. You have done the internal work, and your intuitive powers are so strong. And that's what you need to stay with. This is over. Yeah, you have killed off the dissatisfaction, the need for external approval, or whatever was the thing that you felt was not bringing you what you needed to. You've cleared all that away, and because you've cleared that away, this blue moon opportunity is coming in for you, and I am so happy for you guys. I couldn't be happier. I really couldn't. So I'm just going to read a little bit from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle, just to see in greater detail what the Star Ancestor and the Warrior want to tell us. All right, so let's find the Star Ancestor. All right, I can never find these, so you have to bear with me. Star, where is he? Stargazer, oh. Right, here we go. So, the Star Ancestor. There is a deeper purpose to your human journey. Not only were you born on purpose, you were born for a purpose. You were born to be a bright light in the world, and there are supporters out there in the universe sending waves of energy to guide you at this time. Information and inspiration that has been coming your way recently is not new information, but memories. Your feelings are being drawn in a particular direction, are the awakening of an aspect of your soul. Oh my gosh, some real transformation going on here, guys. You're being drawn towards a road that will not only light you up, but also help you light up your corner of the world. Continue following the cosmic guidance that is coming your way. So again, another clear message to follow your intuition, guys, all right? This High Priestess energy here, and open yourself up to your intuitive powers, to the guidance that you're getting from Spirit. And that's very much how you do that, is by going inward. We then had the Warrior. All right, so let's see what the Warrior has to tell us. And the Warrior, it says, be fearless and stand strong. Okay. If you're experiencing fear at this time, know that this means whatever is going on is important to you. Whenever you feel fear, you are on the verge of something big, perhaps a massive breakthrough that is going to help you really move forward. If you have a situation on your hands where you have to face someone or something that's been unsettling you, Know that you're being guided to call up your inner warrior. Don't falter and don't be frightened, because you have the energy to protect yourself now and at all times. Lovely. All right. So this big thing that's on the horizon that you've been working towards, perhaps you can feel it coming and you're feeling a little bit nervous. Sometimes that fear comes in as a feeling of, oh, what's the use? I've worked so hard, nothing's happening. That is just your ego getting into fear, because your inner self, your higher power, knows that something big is on the horizon. So don't give up now. You have the courage within you. Spirit is reminding you that you have that courage and you have the ability to move forward. Follow your intuition, guys. This is a lovely, lovely reading. Spirit is very, very much with us this week, clearly indicating that you have made a massive transformation, and I am so proud and pleased for you and myself, because I do feel that these readings do resonate with me too. It's not just your journey, but my journey too, and I'm in this with you. And I just want to thank you all for being here, because I do love this, and I really do hope this is resonating. If it is, give it a thumbs up. Please tell me give me a comment as well, because the comments help me understand what you're getting from this, and also it helps me understand what it is you've been working through and how these readings have been helping you. I'd be really, really pleased to know that. And the card that flipped out as I shuffled, finally, the last message is, look at that, isn't it lovely? And it says, let go of any negativity and walk tall. Decorate yourself with grace and make it your reality. Sorry, there you go. You can see that. So love yourselves, guys. Oh, I'm so proud of you. This just feels like a reading whereby Spirit is truly acknowledging the journey that you've been on and the kind of trials and the challenges, that this nonsense is dashed. All right? No more of this foolishness. You have done beautifully well. You've transformed yourself. You've allowed the purity of your soul and your spirit to come through, which is not necessarily easy in this world that we live in. And I think one of the most beautiful things is that your ancestors are with you, and they're telling you you have everything that you need. You are the high priestess energy. It doesn't mean it's just a female. You've had the courage of your convictions to know that you are worth more than just 8 cups. This opportunity is on its way to you because of all that energetic and spiritual work that you've done. Okay? There is commitment coming to you. There is teamwork and support coming to you. And you just need to remember that you are a complete superstar. Tune into your intuitive powers and follow the guidance that life and spirit is giving you. I have been to like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here on Easter Sunday. I have loved this reading. Thank you very much. Take care. Goodbye and see you in a week. Bye.